These are not normal times, would you not
Yes,
agree?
sir.
These are not normal times, and we're asking every agency to cut back. We've heard some really tough stories, like
Right.
School for the Deaf, losing a librarian, et cetera. How can we justify money spent on niceties like tourism, movie production? How would you put that in priorities when you're talking about losing medical students and clinical care? I'm just really having a hard time trying to
Senator,
come to grips with it. I mean, where's the buck stop? I assume this is the governor's proposal.
Yes, sir.
You're his spokesman. Help me understand and explain to the people of Texas that we're going to spend millions of dollars on tourism and movie production, but we're going to be cutting back Medicaid, letting teachers go, School for the Deaf, autistic children. Help me understand it. I don't know how you do it, quite frankly. I don't know how. I wouldn't want your job. So help me understand how you sit there and ask for those kind of feel-good programs that might create some jobs, but at the same time we're letting medical students go, residential residents go, state employees. So help me.
The priorities that the governor has outlined to us are job creation, and
even though we're, excuse me, Trevor, but even though while we're trying to do job creation with tourism and movie productions, we're letting teachers go, TxDOT's going to let engineers go, medical professors are going to be going. So how do you balance the two?
It's a tough balance. I mean, the governor has put a priority on bringing jobs to Texas and growing our economy. Growing our economy is the way that we get out of the recession and look for ways, additional revenue. You know, if the economy will recover, if we can get to a robust
medical. Yes, they told us in the Dallas area with the cuts under Senate Bill 1, they'll lose over 1,000 employees, over 1,000 jobs in Dallas. So we got to take money from them to allow you to try to increase movie production and tourism. I just think I don't think the people of Texas that I represent would understand that. Let me ask you specifically, where do you spend the tourism money? Put a face on spending money for tourism.
Spending money on tourism through the advertising.
Tell me when and where.
That's done through a public relations advertising contract, and that's done outside of Texas and in international markets as well.
So slow down. Let's see if I understand that. Now we're creating jobs outside of Texas with an outside advertisement agency. Where's the advertisement agency located?
In Dallas, Texas.
Oh, you just said out of state.
Said the advertisement, the commercials are being seen out of state.
Good. We're spending it in Dallas to try to attract out-of-state tourists.
We want tourists to come into our state, and that's done. If you're in New York, California, we want you visiting Texas. If you're in Europe, we want you visiting Texas. And
how do you quantify the impact of that?
The research team, through that, the tourism dollars, we have that.
Who's the research team? That's with the advertisement company?
No, it's separate.
Who are they? Where are they from?
They're a Texas-based firm. We had A&M at one point. I forget the new firm that we have on board right now. But it's a Texas-based firm as well.
Of course, you're not the one that makes policy, but you really think that's the best use of money when we're laying off teachers and librarians at the School for the Deaf? That's not your choice.
Right.
You just don't shoot the messenger?
No, I mean, tourism and economic development is a huge impact on our state. And so
it is, but don't you think we'd be getting, it sounds to me like every time anyone gives a speech that we're, 1,500 people moved here today. I assume some of them are going to be tourists. Don't you think we've done such a fine job that maybe we could kind of coast on that for a couple of years while we spend more on education and not increase tuition? That'd be an interesting dilemma. Interesting question. Increase tuition or spend money on tourism? That's the dilemma we got to decide. And it's an easy decision for me and most people I represent.